before we get into this review, if you guys like this video at any point, give it a thumbs up and hit that bell notification down below. Wind River is written and directed by Taylor Sheridan and stars Jeremy Renner and Elizabeth Olsen. Jeremy Renner stars as Corey, a hunter in the Wind River Reservation in Wyoming. He discovers a dead body in the middle of the reservation. Along comes an FBI agent named Jane, played by Elizabeth Olsen, and she asks Corey to help her along this case even though he doesn't have any jurisdiction to really help out. She just needs his skills and knowledge of the reservation to help her. The young girl was found dead in the middle of the reservation. She had been frozen, she had been beaten, and this case is quite emotional for the townspeople, and together Jane and Corey hope to solve this case. I was really looking forward to this movie because Taylor Sheridan also wrote Hell or High Water and Sicario, which are both really great films. And another personal reason I really wanted to see this is because the Wind River Reservation in Wyoming is my tribe's land. I might not look like it, but I am Native American. My family is from the Wind River Reservation in Wyoming, and living in Washington, I have never actually been to Wind River, Wyoming, so I was really excited to see this movie and see some of the land. So going into the movie, I was really excited to see some of the land that my family lived on. Even though this was a murder case, I was still excited to see the land that my family lived on. It's very bleak at times, but they do capture the beautiful landscape of Wind River. I can't wait to go check it out someday. Murder mysteries are always a gamble for me. They're either really, really good or they lack an emotional punch to the victim and, you know, feel a connection to the story. And Wind River easily makes a connection to the victim. There's an emotional level for Jeremy Renner to solve the case, some personal history with the victim. And when Elizabeth Olsen is interviewing the family, there's also some emotional level to this as well. So Wind River does have an emotional punch to it. There are some tear-jerking scenes where I felt connected to the victim, where I felt sympathy for the family, and I hope that, you know, they can actually solve the case. So some murder mysteries either have the emotional level and the crime aspect done very well, or they miss that emotional level, and I do think that Wind River both has the emotional level to it and the crime mystery part down very well. And this easily is the best film I have seen all year. It's crazy how you go and see a film and you think of all the other films you've seen that year and they are all really great, and then you see something and you're like, yep, that is easily, without the doubt, the best movie I have seen this year so far, and that is Wind River. Currently, in middle of August, we still have the rest of the year, Wind River is the best film I have seen this year, and it blows everything else I've seen this year out of the water. There is no doubt about it. This is the best film. With it being filmed in the Wind River of Wyoming, it's very, very cold. They have blizzards. It's August. There's a lot of snow, and the chilling atmosphere just grasps you and makes you feel cold inside and makes you feel frozen, and you're just stiff watching the film, and you just feel this chill just running through your body as they're unrevealing parts of the movie and the mystery of this young girl. The cold aspect of this film is just there, and it's very chilling. It's very haunting to watch. This isn't a case that's very elaborate where one person is doing something and, you know, other people are involved and it's like a deep investigation. It's quite a straightforward investigation, but still it's very chilling, you know, watching the film, and, you know, the brisk air and the snow just really captured me and just made me feel like cold inside when I was watching this film. And in certain sequences involving the victim and her past, the acting in here is very Oscar worthy, and I do think that Jeremy Renner and Elizabeth Olsen give some of their best performances of their career, and I could definitely see them getting Oscar nods for this movie. Like I said previously, Jeremy Renner has a connection to the victim, so there is an emotional level to that, and I think he displays it very well. Jane, she comes into this case from Las Vegas and being born in Florida as well, so she doesn't have a connection going into this case, and really don't understand why she's there in the first place. But she does feel involved very quickly, and you feel like she's an important piece to this puzzle. This film does a very great job of pacing out this case and not revealing too much in the beginning, because if you reveal too much in the beginning, what's the point watching the rest of the film if you know certain things already? So it reveals certain things throughout the film very nicely and has a great pace to it, and at the end when they reveal everything about this young girl, it is very satisfying to see the case kind of just close at the end. And I do think this film does a great job of having suspenseful moments throughout to build up to that end revealing sequence, and I think it did a fantastic job pacing out each sequence to the end of the film. I'm gonna go ahead and give Wind River an A+. If you guys seen Wind River starring Jeremy Renner and Elizabeth Olsen, what do you think about it? Comment down below with your thoughts on that. If you guys like this video, please give it a thumbs up. A simple thumbs up would be very appreciative. You can find all my social media links down below and all my written reviews on the site called Hotchka as well. You guys are the best as always. This is Just Watch Movies, and you stay classy, YouTube.